Welcome to the coach trip. 7 couples on a 30-day tour of Europe. For some of them, it could be the holiday of a lifetime, taking in some of Europe's most famous sights and cities.
The only 2 days that have been better than my life is when my little girls were born. This has been the best day.
But for others, it could be a complete nightmare.
Can I just add, there's a bit of a problem with personal hygiene here as well.
It was a cruel and thoughtless thing to do.
And you'll never make it as a singer because you've got no talent.
Oh, you have, don't. Oh.
You ignore him. If anybody's got no talent.
The big bird and the tattooed lady, common as muck.
This is no ordinary coach trip, because if you don't like the people you're travelling with, you can vote to send them home.
No, can I just stop this boat now? Because this boat does not need to go any further.
You must really hate us.
I think you owe us an apology.
This is the story of what happened. It's 12 o'clock and the coach is in West London, ready to depart. This is Brendan, the tour leader. He'll be looking after the passengers for the next 5 weeks.
I'm usually sort of king of the coach, really. And I don't like to be messed about, and I don't like to be undermined or anything, because, I have a lot of experience in travel.
Brendan's first passengers are Barbara and Pete. They're regular coach trippers, although they've never been outside the UK on holiday before.
We've been married 30 years in April next year, haven't we? And we've got 2 children.
We've been happily married 10, though.
Well, yeah, that's true. The thing I'm looking forward to most is actually crossing the Channel. I still don't really believe that we're going to do that.
Phil and Marion have been abroad, but they're a little nervous about foreign food.
Basically, I just like plain English food that's, chips, peas, steak, beans, and just keep it nice and plain.
Steph and Joanne are used to coach travel as they are keen booze cruisers.
It's an opportunity that I'll probably never get again. We're going to see some beautiful views, but we have some boring things.
Max and Tom are good friends from Surrey.
I've got a bit of a Eastern European women at the moment. All tend to have really nice eyes.
Okay.
I'm not fussy though. I'm not fussy.
No, I am.
Yeah, you're very fussy. I don't like the Barbie types.
You're Jackie?
Jackie and John are also friends who met on a coach trip. Despite his advanced years, John still feels he has plenty to offer.
You can see lots of youngsters today, and they're just not up to it at all. I've got the experience there, and as long as you're still able to get it up, why not?
Rob and Eva are vegans from Wiltshire.
There's never really either of us been comfortable eating animals, and then we became more and more aware of the cruelty and the suffering that's inflicted on animals that are reared for food, not just those that are actually slaughtered and eaten, but those that are reared for milk and battery chickens and so on. And we just decided we didn't want to be a part of that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Finally, Emma and Sally are sisters from Gloucester. They are hoping to survive the trip without fighting too often.
She'll do something stupid, she'll annoy me, I'll nag her, she'll accuse me of trying to be her mother.
5 to 1. Right, everybody's on board, I think. Yeah, just check too.
The coach is on its 332-mile journey to the first destination, Amsterdam. On the way, there's plenty of time for our travellers to find out all they can about each other.
And Rob is an Alan Carr therapist. He works for the Alan Carr organisation. He helps people who want to stop smoking.
Right.
And I'm an actress, and I also work for the Alan Carr organisation to help people who want to lose weight.
Most of the people successful when they try and give up.
Yeah, it's sort of like my business, and I give them a money-back guarantee, so if they don't quit, they get the money back. So I wouldn't be able to make a living out of it if it didn't work.
I'm an ex-serviceman, fought in the war. I served in the Remy and the Paras.
How do you feel about Germans then?
Oh, great. Plenty of water under the bridge since then. I've been to Germany before now.
Well, obviously.
No, not. I wasn't shooting them, actually.
Up to 140.
The coach has arrived at Folkestone. And with a 35-minute Channel Tunnel crossing and nothing to see, Jaki provides entertainment with some self-penned songs.
Whatever happened to the 60s dream? Love, peace and Woodstock in a world grown clean. Bob Dylan lyrics round an old campfire, skinning up joints and getting higher and higher.
The songs were extremely funny. I thought it was very, very good.
Said. And they were really good, and you could actually associate
you
with the song.
associated with songs, didn't you?
Half an hour of Jaki's songs later, and Babs touches foreign soil for the first time.
When we came out in Cali, Babs was a bit disappointed because the tunnel there's a sort of industrial area, and I think she expected to see chaps riding about on bikes and with striped jumpers and berries and rings of onions round the shoulders.
I think Barbara and Peter have never, they've never ever been abroad. Which, when you think in this day and age, it's quite a thing, really. So for them, this is really a big adventure to actually go abroad.
3 hours later, and after a long day, the coach is still only halfway to Amsterdam, so they stop off to rest for the night in Bruges.
It's just what I imagined. To come to Bruges, my daughter's been to Bruges, and she said it was great, didn't she? Yeah. And obviously I've seen pictures, and it's just what I imagined it to be. It's great.
At dinner, the first taste of foreign food gets a positive reaction.
The chicken was marvellous, wasn't it?
Yeah. We've never had foreign food at all. And so, obviously, this were all new to us as well, but that was lovely.
Oh, it's even better than native.
Even Phil, who was worried about the food, is impressed.
To be honest, the chips here were better than what we have in London yesterday. And you can't say further praise than that because, like, London's supposed to have good chips, aren't they?
Although getting fed is more complicated for Rob and Eva.
Actually vegan, so no animal products at all, no egg, no cheese, no dairy.
No dairy?
No
Vegan?
dairy.
No dairy.
I don't understand the word.
No cheese. Yeah,
no
cheese.
Eggs.
Being vegan, it's sometimes fairly difficult. One or two of the other participants, they seem to feel a bit challenged by it as they were being critical, and we're really worried that that's going to lead them to sort of thinking, oh, we want the vegans off, because one or two of them have said, you're making us feel bad when they're tucking into their beef stew tonight thing. So I think that's our main worry, but we try not to make a big thing of it.
By the end of the first meal, the group is already divided and trouble is brewing.
Somebody in the group wanted to start smoking at the table while the meal was on. I'm not having that.
I'm going to have a cigarette before the meal, and John, he was a bit
my
shocky
sister
about
doesn't
it.
like
Yeah,
he doesn't like smoke around him.
Which is understandable,
I can't
being a
do it 'cause it's
non-smoker
kind of a
anyway.
smoke.
Yeah.
It's not that, he's had family that have been... Someone died from passive smoking or something.
He's upset about it, wasn't he?
Yeah, so he's quite upset, because
We didn't know
I
that,
cracked,
though.
unfortunately, a rather awful joke about it, because he said something about they died in bed or something, and I said, what did they do, set the bed on fire? But it was passive smoking or something.
He's going to watch...
She just seems to think that she can light up and everybody's got to put up with it, whether they like it or not. Well, I'm afraid I don't like it. I don't have to put up with it either.
It's the start of a new day, and Brendan's job is to make sure everybody's up and ready to leave on time.
It's me, Brendan. Good morning, are you up? Are you? Are you decent?
I am now.
Oh, right. Oh, my goodness, you're all up. Oh, my goodness, have you unpacked?
Mess, what?
Have you unpacked?
Unpacked.
Oh, my God, you're not staying here the week, dear. We've got to make sure you're on that coach.
Fine, we'll be there.
God, like Sally and Emma. For ladies travelling, I've never seen a room like it. They've got everything all over the place on the floor. There's knickers, there's sneakers, there's everything you could ever imagine, really. And they're only staying the night. So I just hope they get packed up and ready to roll by 8:30, because if they're not, they'll be trouble.
Luckily for the group, the coach is back on the road on time, heading for Amsterdam. As they cross the border, Brendan encourages the group to sing the Dutch national anthem. This is met with differing levels of enthusiasm.
I quite like singing, and I love singing national anthems. And a chance to sing a national anthem when you've actually got words in front of you, yeah, is great.
But the words were Dutch.
I know they were.
With a vast array of galleries, museums and monuments, Amsterdam is equally popular with those seeking cultural entertainment as with those who visit the city to enjoy the other forms of entertainment its liberal attitude is famous for. But the group's first port of call is to take a look at the country's most famous footwear. Meet Bruno Jonker, clog maker. Bruno has been making clogs for over 20 years with the help of his 78-year-old mother, Antonia.
There's really a foot line in it, good protection, and they look heavy, but when they're ready, they're really light.
The majority of clogs you see around Amsterdam today are made just for the tourists, and Bruno and his mum produce around 5 pairs a day. As well as making them, he can also tell you everything you'd want to know about clogs.
Is the wood sustainable? You know, is it when the wood's took, do you replant new trees for clogs again?
Yes, this is cultivated. Since the 1930s is a law, and they were running out of trees, and now they replant the trees, especially for wooden shoes.
Well, I found it interesting. I never knew how clogs were made before. You know they come from wood, obviously, but you don't really realise what hard work goes into them.
Okay, when the outside is done, put it between here, and then you have to start digging the hole in it.
You know Jean-Luc Picard from Star Trek? Well, the guy doing the clogs just looked like him, didn't he?
I think Bruno was very cute. What more can a girl say? For a bald Dutchman.
Having seen how clogs are made, some of the group can't wait to try them on.
How do I know the size?
Try them on.
Oh, I never thought.
Okay. We must move along now because our next activity is waiting for us.
Jackie's so taken with her pair of clogs, she decides to wear them for the rest of the day.
That delightful man Bruno gave me a pair of the special socks, so I don't think it's going to be as painful an experience as it might have been.
Coming up in part 2, trouble on board ship as a sing-song upsets the captain.
Please, you're sitting on the canal boat, not on a songboat.
And things get personal at voting time.
Barbara and I feel there's an ulterior motive with regard to business interests.
I think that's a rubbish excuse, to be quite honest. Why did you just say you didn't like us?
These 14 tourists are at the beginning of a 30-day coach tour of Europe. The first stop is Amsterdam, where they've been given the inside story on clogs. And next up, what better way to get a taste of the city than a leisurely trip along Amsterdam's famous canals?
Right, OK, we're ready to go.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Captain Jim. I'm setting up a canal boat in the beautiful canals from Amsterdam.
Many years ago, there was a film called Van der Valk that was on television, and it was made here. And it's just exactly how you imagine it or how it was portrayed on the television.
Stand on a bridge.
Yeah, all the bridges that you see over the canals. And it's great, fabulous.
Passing through the city's network of canals is the perfect way to enjoy centuries of classic Dutch architecture.
I can understand why they got a lot of good painters in Holland. Because they've got such beautiful things to paint, haven't they, you know?
But despite the fantastic architecture, Some of the group seem more interested in having a sing-song.
They sang every morning how lucky we are, living in a windmill in old Amsterdam.
Yeah, we were on the boat and we decided to have a sing-song, and of course somebody came up with this Dutch song about the mouse, where on the stair, etc. So we ended up singing that, and of course Barbara knew all the lyrics.
I saw a mouse, where? There on the stairs. Where on the stair? Right there.
Excuse me.
Unfortunately, Captain Jim isn't a music lover.
Please, you're sitting on the canal boat, not on the song boat.
Oh, I was very sorry. I told you I didn't like him.
The boat driver weren't very sociable, were he?
Yeah, when they were singing, but I think you should respect other people when it's their country.
Yeah.
So you should
respect
their
views
so
and things.
He's giving a tour and you're butting in singing. It's quite disrespectful, really, and you don't want to be known as the lager lights of Amsterdam, do you?
Yeah, but had a drink.
Has he been paid?
Well, he's not getting a tip.
No.
A bit more.
Chill out a bit more.
Exactly. We're on having a sing-song.
After a long day's sightseeing, the group head back into the Old Town, where they will hold tonight's vote. On Coach Trip, the passengers' holiday will continue for as long as they remain popular with the other travellers. Because on this trip, at the end of every day, each pair vote privately for who they want off the coach. Whoever gets the most votes is awarded a yellow card. If they are given a second yellow card during the trip, they are sent home to be replaced by a new pair. With all the votes cast, Brendan gathers the group together to hear the results.
We're voting for Rob and Ava because Barbara and I feel there's an ulterior motive with regard to business interests.
Well, mine, particularly.
Yes. We've put everything aside for these 5 weeks to actually come on this and enjoy it for however long it lasts. But obviously he hasn't. It's a secondary thing by the sounds of things.
It's going to be Marion and Phil. We've got the feeling off you, Phil, every time we seem to speak to you. You sort of go away, you don't really sort of engage in conversation, and that's how it's felt. Phil seems to, every time I go up and we have spoke, his wife's quite nice and that, but he seems to sort of cut dead and walk away a lot and that.
We're voting for Steph and Joanne. Steph and Joanne have got boyfriends, husbands, children, dogs, all kinds of people, missing them back at home.
It's like a really poor reason. It's the best we can do at the moment, 24 hours in.
Well, you think it's a poor reason, but I still feel sorry for that little boy at home missing his mummy. If I had a little boy of that age, I just wouldn't just go off and leave him.
I think that's a rubbish excuse, to be quite honest. Why did you just say you didn't like us?
I do like you, I do, honestly. I do like you very much.
We are voting. Sorry, Steph and Joanne. You're great people. I think you're fantastic and you're really good fun. Steph is the big girl. Today is a really, really cold day and she was sweating. I felt quite sorry for her. Everything seemed an effort, although it's been really a relaxing day for me today. We've not really done anything.
Well, we're voting for Eva and Rob. There's a slight feeling of, what was the
Insularity.
word? Insularity.
We got the impression that they weren't going to mix in very well with the crew. If it come to entertainment value, I think they would be rather inclined to shy back all the time, as if it was rather a bit too much for them.
We voted for Marion and Phil. We couldn't decide, really, and we figured they haven't been mingling that much today with everybody else.
We've decided to vote for John and Jackie. We don't feel we've bonded with them as well as we have the others. You know, we've gone out with the others and we've been quite social with them, you know, we've had a laugh with them now, and I just haven't got a heart to vote them off.
After a round of voting, Steph and Joanne, Marion and Phil, and Rob and Eva are all tied on 2 votes. So they must now wait while the rest of the group decide which pair gets the yellow card.
Right, guys, have we made a decision at all?
10 minutes later, and the group have reached a decision. Pete delivers the verdict.
So if you'd like to speak for the group and just tell the person who's getting the yellow card.
The 2 people that are getting the yellow card this evening are Rob and Ava. Basically because Barbara and I and Jaki and John voted for Rob and Eva, and the other 4 decided to vote with the majority, so Rob and Eva will receive the yellow card.
Thanks very much for that decision. Rob and Eva, that's your yellow card for tonight.
All right, Brendan, thank you.
So, Rob and Eva received their first yellow card, and it comes as a complete shock to Eva.
She's an actress, has she never been rejected before? It's a game.
I just wanted to say, like, it really no, it was just 2 couples voted for you and you stuck with that, okay? There isn't anything personal, Eva.
As the rest of the group head off together to eat, Eva is still too upset to join her fellow passengers for food.
You know what they say about life? Life's a bitch and then you marry one.
Did that really well, though.
The reasons we've been given, one couple said it's because I've been plugging my business, which I won't even mention now, as I haven't mentioned, I don't think, before the cameras very much. But I did notice that the woman in the couple, which is basically Babs, right from the word go, was very cold towards me because she knew I was a quit smoking therapist and she's a smoker. And I really think it's as simple as that. I mean, it sounds petty, but I really do, because I've tried very hard to speak to her. Every time she's just shrugged me off. And I love to act on feedback, but the feedback is we're insular, which we've been mixing and everybody.
We've been going around talking to every single couple on this coach tour, so how they can say we're insular, that it's just complete
They probably won't use that.
I don't give a anymore.
I mean, I think the group made the decision, and when Eva and Rob actually joined the trip, they understood, their eyes were quite wide open that they would, go through a voting process. And of course, they've only been given a yellow card. They haven't been actually, told to go home. And I think with her, a problem is that she's took it quite badly. She thinks everybody hates her, and they don't. They've just been asked to vote off, one vote, and it's been given.
I thought they liked us. And obviously didn't. It's just so disappointing.
Can I just have your attention, please, just to advise you that although Ava's very, very upset, they didn't want to join us for dinner, Ava and Rob, so they've actually gone back to the hotel now, so at least you know what's going on, OK? They're going to have room service in the hotel, so they'll be all fine tonight, OK? So we shall see them all tomorrow. Thank you.
While Rob and Eva stay in the hotel, the rest of the group round off the night in Amsterdam's famous red light district. Marion tries cannabis cake in a legal coffee shop, while John has his first taste of tequila. Next time on Coach Trip, the group's feeling fragile after a night in Amsterdam.
The boys are stoned.
Well, the boys were.
So everybody's practically stoned.
Well, yeah. And then we danced, didn't we? We were dancing in the hotel bar till 2 o'clock that morning.
And tempers flare at voting time.
You must really hate us.
I think you owe us an apology.
Is that your game?
Yes, it was, until you said what you said. It's very personal, is that?